Welcome back to the Spring Sports Showcase. We're now joined by the boys golf team and their representatives. Of course, we have head coach Larson as well as Will Parker and Lennon Kiefer. How are you guys today?
Doing good.
Pretty good.
Doing great, but like we were just talking coming into this, before we get to talking about some golf, we just need to spend just a little bit talking about some hockey. Our senior Will Parker was a member of the Club Metro hockey team, state champion Club Metro hockey team, made up of teams, OPS teams, a couple teams outside of, but large contingent of Central players. And we should probably let the game-winning goal scorer talk for just a moment. But congratulations, we are extremely proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it was a great time, a great experience. It's a good group of guys, and it's good as like an OPS team going out there in like a sport that's dominated by non-OPS teams. It was really just a good time and a great experience I've had being able to play this sport.
Will, who did you beat?
We beat Creighton Prep.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
And what was the moment like getting that game-winning goal?
It felt pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of people there, and we got to play on the big ice at Ralston, so it was super loud, and it was almost kind of just a blur. My adrenaline was going, but it was super fun. It was a great moment, great experience for sure.
100%. Now we'll get into the golf.
Okay.
Starting off with you, Coach Larson, being one of the many sports that practices and competes off of campus, what are some of the problems and struggles regarding that?
It's a big thing with transportation. When you've got kids that can transport themselves. When we're moving the team, thankfully we got a good enough size team where with the coaches, we can get where we need to go. But the biggest thing being off site is having a good relationship with the courses that we play at. I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Higbee at Shoreline. That's kind of our main home course that we play off out in Carter Lake. He takes care of us on the driving range, practice facility, gets us out on the course. We have has a long-standing relationship with them, and it's been really good. So we really, really, really appreciate that course. And the other is Mr. Rice at Steve Hogan Golf Course, formerly Miller Park. That's a little par 3 course up in North Omaha, and it's I shouldn't say it too loud, but it's one of my favorites, the crown jewel of the Omaha public courses. Mr. Rice out there loves seeing the guys come out, really supports them, and we also have a good relationship with them. So having that relationship, having a good place to go, and having the facilities to work with, our program is very, very fortunate to be able to have those good relationships.
Building off that answer there, Will and Lennon, what are your favorite courses to participate at?
Probably tournament-wise, Miracle Hills is always a fun one. Field Club, that's me and Will's home course too. It's always one we do pretty well on. Just kind of also Highlands and Lincoln's also a fun one. You get to travel a little bit and get to play courses that are a little different than in Omaha, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of those. I mean, we get pretty lucky with the courses we get to play, and I really do love Shoreline and Steve Hogan. I mean, it's a great opportunity we have. Shoreline has a driving range, which not a lot of schools get, so that really helps being able to work on your swing, and they're very generous with the balls they give us there for free. I mean, overall, I think we're pretty lucky with the courses we have, and we get to travel to a bunch of great courses, so it's pretty fun for sure.
And Coach Larson, kind of branching off there, what is the number one characteristic of a great golfer?
Oh, man. They got to be patient with themselves. We were actually just talking about this coming in, and Will could talk about that, of what happened at districts last year, of things could be going really well, and as soon as you get that one bad shot it comes up, and if you're not going to be able to forget about it and stick with you, that could throw off the rest of the day. I always like to think of it as having a super short memory. You can never, I tell the boys, I don't know how many times during the year, you can never change the shot that you just took. You only can do with what's coming up. So you have to be able to shake it off. What's done is done, and make it better. So if you're and you go out there, and these guys have competed with so many different types of players. Some of them have just a great attitude, they get after it. Some I call them club thumpers, where if they're frustrated, they're throwing their clubs, they're swearing, they're not good people to compete with. you get in your head like that, it's a miserable time out there. Thankfully, I think throughout the years that I've been working with it, we've had some really, really good level-headed players who are able to handle all of that. And when you're out there, we have a team that we're working with, but it's you taking the shot. You're the one setting it up, you're making it happen. And if you can't shake off the bad things that come, because it's always going to happen, if you can't shake it off, you're sunk. So that's the biggest thing, having that positive attitude and outlook. And thankfully, the guys sitting next to me, they've done some growing, they've done some maturing, and that's become a part of their game. That's who they are.
I guess extending the question to you two, what characteristics make you a good golfer?
Yeah, I mean, I'd for sure say, it really it's all mental. I mean, we can all hit good shots, but it's what are you gonna do when you hit the bad shots, because that's gonna come. So it's really however strong you can be mentally on the course is directly gonna reflect on your score that day, because you're never gonna have a perfect day out there. But it's really just bouncing back, forgetting, and overcoming those challenges that you might have out there.
Yeah, I also say confidence is a big role with that, as you have to have a lot of confidence when you're stepping up to hit your shot. You can't be thinking bad about your shot. You have to have a lot of confidence, and that's what creates those good shots.
Now, Will and Lennon, when did you guys start your golf career? And kind of walk me through what has led up to now golfing at Central.
Yeah, so I started my sophomore year. I was gonna play baseball freshman year and then quit right before because I was doing some summer travel hockey, and then COVID happened and I didn't get a chance to golf or anything. So I officially joined the team sophomore year, not as a great golfer or anything, just something to do. And I kind of came to this community, met a great group of guys who welcomed me, and it really is it's a great environment to learn a game that's really intimidating. But to learn it for free or cheap, run it for super cheap, and basically just get to meet a bunch of friends who encourage you to play this really hard sport. I've learned so much, and it's kind of been like a gateway. Central Golf has been a gateway into what's kind of like an obsession of mine now.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I started playing freshman year officially, but I've always played my life just with family members. But yeah, I mean, Central has just gave me a lot of traits with being patient, just on and off the golf course, and it just taught me a lot of important things and made a lot of good friends.
Now, final question. What is it like preparing for tumultuous weather? And obviously, the elements can sometimes be difficult since you're all outdoors, out on the course. So how do you prepare for that?
Well, I'll have the boys answer first, but speaking of weather, these boys are sacrificing one of the most gorgeous days to be inside. I mean, this is how much we love our Eagle broadcasting team and love everybody out there. I'm just kidding. No, it's weather is certainly something that we have to do. So I don't know. What do you guys do to battle this?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. There's no way you can directly just avoid it. I mean, you're going to be playing. Every year we have a tournament in some miserable conditions. Last year it was pouring rain, 40 degrees at Miracle Hills, and you're putting through puddles and you're soaking wet. But it really just comes down to, I mean, everyone out there is playing in the same weather as you, so you can't really let it get into your head, and you just got to kind of cut your losses and, make the most of the situation you're in.
Yeah, I couldn't say it much better, but just having layers and being prepared for any weather that can come, because you never know what happens at this time of year.
Yeah, we're very, very thankful. The program was gifted some rain gear a number of years ago, so thank you to our supporters of it. So the boys have team rain pants, rain jackets. If you don't have that, it is a miserable time out there. The tournaments, they do go on. If it's too cold, it's not too cold. If it's raining in the course, if it's not safe out there, then of course they shut it down. But they've played in rain, they've played in flurries, they've played on soggy courses, they've played on courses that have. You guys have played at. There was multiple tournaments that we've played at Benson when there's been so much rain, the bunkers are filled. They're water hazard. The bunkers are filled with water, and so the courses are soggy. It's been cold. There's been, I think it was your sophomore year. We didn't play a varsity tournament where I wasn't wearing my stocking cap until Metros in May. It's just coming prepared. In my backpack, I've got the extra stocking cap, the gloves. I always bring the boys the little hot hands hand warmers, They pack their layers. But then we also can have gorgeous days where we have to make sure we're wearing sunscreen. So Will said it is everybody's got to be out there. Everyone's got to be playing on that same course, same conditions. Just got to be ready for it.
All right. Anything you guys would like to add before we get you out of here?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
We're excited. We got a good group of guys this year. We've got a very young group. I don't think we've ever had this many freshmen on the team. So I know that I'm going to be really looking forward to how they develop. But it's going to lay on these guys sitting next to me of what are they going to do to show them this is how we run the program. This is what we do. So I'm super happy with what the direction of the program is, and it's in good hands with these guys here.
All right. Thank you, guys. We're going to put that schedule on the screen for you now. Of course, once again, thank you to the boys golf team, and good luck on the season.
Okay.